Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka the Weather Gamer, joined with Jake.
Hello.
There we go. And obviously Jake's daughter is with us as well. So, comments from the
Say
peanut gallery.
hello. Say hello.
So yes, I'm well aware this video is late. We had a bit of technical difficulties on my end. Not going to specify what those technical difficulties are, because all that's going to happen is I'm going to get flamed for it, because it's a pretty common issue for me. So, but yeah, we're re-recording this, so that's why it's late. All that good jazz. But Jake and I are going to talk about LDL versus BRL, our very unfortunate season here. We went 1-4, -9, and tied for 16th place. It was bad.
That was really bad.
We should be 3-2, but we made some pretty critical errors. Specifically, we rushed our calcs in 2 different games. Week 5, we rushed our calcs. Didn't realize our Zoroark was faster. Had our realized that, we would have won that game. And what was the other game that we capped too fast?
Week 2, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while since like the season wrap, so I've already like put this behind me, which is why it's unfortunate that our
actually it's not over yet. Believe it or not.
Well, there's playoffs, but it's over
We're
for you.
still waiting on one match.
Yeah, I know, but it's over for you and me. But yeah, So Jake and I made a couple of critical mistakes. We led really wrong most of the season. Like, our leads were bad.
Our leads were bad except for the last game.
Yeah, and that was a calcing issue. So, but, like, week 1, there was nothing we could do. We just got outclassed by a rain team, and, like, there seriously wasn't anything more we could do about it. It just, that game we had nothing possible. The week 2, we could have won had we just slowed down and calced. Week 3, we won, and then week 4, was our no contact game where Jake and I couldn't talk. So that game was a disaster.
Yeah.
You know that. Just because we couldn't, like...
That game was trash.
Yeah, we needed to be able to communicate for that game. We should have just waited to play it until both of us were able to get in call. It did not work out the way it was supposed to. And then this last one, week 5, we just miscalced. We miscalced hard. We rushed, and so that's kind of the...
It was a pretty bad miscalc.
Yeah, that's kind of the takeaway that I picked off for this season is, honestly, and it's probably something both Jake and I need to do, is we need to slow down a little bit. Because I know in the past I've run into games because I'm like, nope, it's over. Like, they're faster, they've got +2, they're gonna sweep. Come to find out, oh, I had a Mon that was faster because I didn't run calcs, and could have won the game. So, I don't know if that's something for Jake to take away as well, but it's definitely for me. And the more I thought about this, because I thought about it more after Jake and I recorded this the first time, I put a lot more blame on myself than Jake will let me, because personally I think I made some really bad like, I was running a little fast and I would make plays. Yes, Jake and I talked him out a lot, but ultimately I was in the control seat where I was clicking buttons, and I would have probably cost us I would have cost us our only win of the season had Jake not spoke faster than my brain clicked buttons, because I would have ended up sacking off our win con in that game to a Sculpey. So I I know you want to say it's even blame, Jake, but it's not. It's on me. Like, it's a lot more on me than it is.
I mean, let's agree to disagree, I guess.
But,
I really do think I made some bad judgments too. So, like, especially versus the Slowbro when we were with Talonflame.
yeah,
and
that
we went with the Z into it instead of Sword Dancing.
Yeah,
that was my call.
We should have definitely SD'd again there, but there were other.
Yeah.
There's a lot more in my book. There's a lot more where I think it falls on me, but that's just me being a pessimist looking back at it. But I will say that I will not say that I will never work with Jake again in a doubles league. I had fun doing this. Jake and I just have different play styles.
Yeah, I had fun too.
So, like, that's the main thing.
I'm more bulky and you're more hard offense.
Yeah, that's really what comes down. That's the main reason that we failed this season. That's where it comes down to. Yes, we calced wrong. Yes, we did all that. But you look at it, and it's two different philosophies trying to fit in 8 Mons. And I think that's really, if we had 12 Mons, we might be better off because 6 and 6. I could put my 6 up, you could put your 6 up, and then we could come with 12 that function right. But I think with 8 Mons, it was really hard because we had 3 bulky Mons that I didn't really want to do much with, and we had 5 super speedy Mons that were more my thing, but not so much what you wanted to do.
I wanted to bring defog a lot of the time and rocks and make sure rocks were on their side of the field. And you were like, no, let's go 4 attacks and Mega Aggron.
It's because I don't play hazards. Like, you watch me, if anyone who has followed my draft career from very beginning, you'll notice I stopped using hazards a long time ago. Like, very, very rarely, unless like I'm facing a Megazard X or a Talonflame or something that I desperately need to cripple with stealth rocks, I generally don't bring rocks. I bring sticky webs a lot. That's about the only hazard I tend to bring is sticky webs. Because I'm not...
That's because webs do so much.
Yeah, I just don't see the value in that. I'd rather have the coverage move and get 25% damage off versus 6% damage on something. Like, that's just my mindset, is to play fast and that. You look at my most successful teams. Okay, NCL doesn't count because NCL was kind of bulky. That team actually had some bulk. I learned some bulky mons are good for me, like Gudra. That thing was a monster. But I tend to play fast teams.
If only it hit a power whip.
Yeah, God, if it had hit a power whip, I would have had 10 wins or 9 wins that season. But there was also just some other stuff that happened there at the end of that season. But it is what it is. But yeah, I tend to not play below base 90. Like, that's... How many times have I drafted Mons below base 90 recently? And the answer is almost 0.
Never.
So, to me, that's the difference. Like, I wanted to use Mega Aggron, I wanted to try it out, but once I realized, okay, it's not... I can't make it an offensive Mon, I didn't really want to use it. But Jake wanted to use it, so we brought it. Jellicent, okay, you asked Jake, how many times did I try to bring, like, Spext or Life Orb Jellicent with 4 attacks?
Almost every game.
And how many times did I throw on Florges? How many times did I throw, like, an extra move on there because I wanted to run, like, a damage coverage move? I wanted Moonblast, Aromatherapy, Wish, or Defog, and a Hidden Power. Like... It's just, it's not me. I don't play
almost every game.
I don't play with passive Mons. I just don't. I want to run that offensive sets. That's why Talonflame. I was insistent on using Talonflame. I'm disappointed in Serp because of how it played. I wanted to use Zebstrika, which was terrible. Zoroark, base 105, kill leader for us. Like, Zygarde as well. I am the Dragon Keeper for the most part.
Zoroark is a really good monster.
Oh, Zoroark I'm using 100%. Like, future draft leagues, I'm grabbing Zoroark again. Like, that thing was...
Oh, yeah.
That thing was fun. But then you also look at, like, how each of us...
I can't wait to use some of the new mon.
Yeah.
Like...
I want to use Dragapult so damn bad. And I couldn't get it in APA. Spoilers, by the way, I didn't get Dragapult in APA, which most of you know I wanted
Neither
to
did
take
I.
that. Well, you're, like, towards the back end of the draft. Aren't you? Or are you in the top? Where are you? I'm
fourth pick.
Okay, you're one pick behind me then, or ahead of me then. Because I'm fifth. So.
No. I'm in the other draft.
I know, but you're fourth in that pool. I'm fifth in my pool. So.
Thankfully.
But yeah, it's just, and like you go and look at record-wise with Mons. Comparatively, like, what league was it that you had Talonflame on the Rain team?
That was the Chicken Nugget League.
And your Talonflame went what? 1-7 in that league?
Let me find the stat. Hold on. Whereas
every time I've used Talonflame, it's always had a positive kill differential. It went 8
My Talonflame in Chicken Nugget League went 2-8.
2-8, whereas in APA mine went 8-2. In the BRL or in the B&B tourney, I think it went 6-2. Here it went 4-3, I think, but. That's also where Jake and I struggle. Like, Jake sucks with Talon. No offense, but you suck with Talonflame.
Yeah. You know what I don't suck with, though, is Mega Swampert.
Yeah.
Like,
okay,
I want to use that again so bad.
Shut up. I'm terrible with Mega Swampert. But I'm really good with it. So they're obviously... Yeah, nice. I think it's 4-8 with me, so...
Yeah.
But that's also where Jake and I had a little bit of trouble, is because Jake wants to build Talonflame one way. I want to build Talonflame another way. Talonflame tends to work for me, so then we get into a disagreement. Like, no, we're building my Talonflame because it's gonna put in work, and so there again, a little bit of the disagreement between Jake and I. And like, I'm not trying to make this sound like we shouldn't be partners again. No, Jake and I are gonna find a doubles league again at some point, and we'll do this because it was fun.
Over by storm.
It's just this is our first time actually coaching together, and so that's what happens. Like, 5 games is not enough.
I'm definitely gonna do this.
Yeah, 5 games is definitely not a big enough adjustment period for 2 people who are both relatively new to Draft League to, like, get a feel for each other and how they play. Plus, I'm gonna use this as my excuse. You really can't because you've been involved with both these leagues, but I've never played anybody in either of these leagues. Like, that we faced. I'd never seen any of them play before. And of the people there, 1, 2,
Yeah.
Looking here through all the members real quick. 3 if I count you. 4 with Matt. Of all the coaches in the server, I've only played against 4 of them. I played against Jericho, I've played against Jake, I've played against Savage, as in the Blazing Savage or Savage King now. and Mega Mat. Like, I don't know the playstyles of anybody else. So I'm gonna 100% say that new people, I don't, because generally, NCL being the exception to the rule, generally I don't do well against people that I've never played before. But that's kind of my bullshitty excuse of, okay, we sucked because I've never played anybody before.
There's no bullshitty excuse for me. We just did terrible.
Yeah.
And I know it.
We'll do better, but yeah, it was a rough season. I mean, I'm glad it's over, just because it's the end of Gen 7, so. What a way to go out on Gen 7. The high of NCL at 8-4 and the low of 1-4 LDL.
Yeah.
Oh well.
New Chicken Nugget League and Lost. That was still a little salty from that.
New leagues, new generation, new leagues, a new chance for us to grow. So, like,
I literally think,
yeah, go ahead.
I literally think anyone has a chance at the title for APA this season because the new mons are so new. Like, no one knows. You know?
I mean, I've kind of
like,
been
yeah, we know
cheating,
stats
so...
and abilities.
No, I have a little more information just because I've been cheating a little bit. There's a certain PokeTuber out there that does showdown lives and a bunch of other things, and they've been breaking down the new mons and some sets and some strategies and some good mons to pair with those mons and how to use them in Draft League, and I may or may not be watching those videos and getting tips and tricks.
You mean this up-and-coming YouTuber named Joey PokeMMD?
Shh, don't give away my secret source of information. Everybody will go watch his videos, and then everyone will be better at competitive because of it. No, real talk. Go check out Joey's videos.
Secret.
Like, especially if you want to get into like Wi-Fi leagues, go check it out because he just posted a guide for anybody, even me, who's a complete. I've never done a Wi-Fi league. I'm gonna do a Wi-Fi league, and I'm gonna use Joey's method because it makes it very, very easy for me, especially these games too. Sword and Shield make it very, very easy for you to do whatever you want in Wi-Fi. But that's the topic for another video. So I think Jake and I are gonna wrap here because he's actually needing to go get ready for work.
Maybe I'll forward the weather.
But yeah, this is gonna close our LDL season. So thank you guys for hanging in there with us. We'll be back. Obviously, Jake and I are going to be back for Lords of Weather every month and various videos and all that. So I'm really surprised how quiet.
Baby smacks me in the face.
I was gonna say I'm really surprised how quiet she's being. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time.